Hey guys, welcome back. We're playing more Walsingham Files. Mark and Sarah are going to be... I'm sorry, I need to go home. So this is our safe house, our center of operations. What happened to our partner? Wow, you guys are running quite an operation here. I think I was told that Britain and America had a special relationship. Please, you expect me to believe the CIA aren't running a bunch of similar operations back in the UK? Touché. The kitchen is to the right. Feel free to make yourself a snack whenever. Just remember that Sam is bringing pizza over. That's okay. So Sarah, Mark, and then Sam is the cool one. Okay. At the living quarters or to the left, I'll see which bedroom is empty for you to take. What about the rooms up ahead? Operations room, so off limits for you, I'm afraid. For British eyes only. MI6 eyes only. Understood. God, I wanna... Also, it's funny how he just keeps following. Milk, cookies, and bread. Do you Brits not enjoy eating? We're way too busy to cook, so we normally go out and get takeout whenever we're hungry. Unhealthy, I know. I've gained like 7 pounds since I moved here. Welcome to America. 7 pounds in 4 years isn't so bad. Sarah, I haven't been here this whole time since we parted ways in Norfolk. I've been on missions around the world. Stateside, I've only been back for a couple of months. Damn, 7 pounds in a few months, it's pretty bad, Mark. It's because Sam only buys pizza, chicken wings, and cheesesteak sandwiches. I know an FBI agent who would be a perfect boyfriend for her. Wow, your cooker is so clean. No crusty and unsightly burns. Marks this to be seen at all. Like I said before, we mostly get takeout. I'm pretty sure we only used a whole for some bacon and eggs in the morning. I don't think you mentioned bacon in the entirety of the fridge. Just saying. Also, I love how there's like this one chair. It's like this one, there's like 3 of them, so it's like 2 of them here, 1 of them here. This is like the person that no one likes. I don't know who that is, though. I'm quite sure the room at the very end is vacant right now. Thanks. This one is my room. Well, good to know. Ah, Sam Cockblasters. That's Sam's room. Best you don't go in near there if you know it's good for you. I'll take your word for that. Oh, and then he follows us into our bedroom. Intéressant. It's been a long day. I think I'll turn in now. Of course. I'm sure you're not good. Yeah, I mean, I have so many more questions for you, but I can barely keep my eyes open. We could talk more tomorrow over breakfast. Thanks. Good night, Mark. Good night, Sarah. What in the fuck voices? Today's been such a crazy day. I don't know if I could just chill, relax, and watch TV. Too many things going around in my head. Top power ballads of the 80s. While I do like 80s, I don't think I'm in the mood to listen to a whole disc of power ballads right now. Bunch of books in Russian. I guess whoever last stayed in this room knew how to read it. Okay, I guess we're going to bed. I'm exhausted. It's been such a crazy long day. Willerton Rural Police Station. Oh, God! More British accents. Oh, no! Oh, no! Yay! We get to play as a mob boss! I should say hi to my old friend Randi before I head to the hotel. You can't tell me this man is not a mob boss. He probably is from the first book, but he looks... First movie, he is a straight mob boss. Good afternoon, sir. How can I help you? Good afternoon. I'm here to see Detective Inspector Russell Morris. Do you have an appointment, sir? Not quite. We're old friends, so I pop in to see him whenever I'm in the UK. Let me see if he's still in his office. He may have already clocked out. Your name, sir? Commandant Diego Calatrava of the Spanish Guardia Civil. He still gives me mob boss vibes. I think it's the slicked back hair from the sprite. I think that's what it is. Oh, I'm sorry, Commandant. I had no idea we had an official visit today. There's nothing on my records. Please, don't worry, Constable. This isn't an official visit at all. It's just a friend seeing another friend. Can I get you a coffee or a cup of tea, perhaps? It's quite alright, Constable. If you can alert Detective Inspector Moore of my arrival, that would be more than good enough. Yes, sir, right away. Inspector Moore, you have a visitor here. Commander Diego Calatrava, the Guardia Civil. I will do so. Commandant, Detective Inspector Moore will see you right away. The Criminal Investigation Division is upstairs to the right. Detective Inspector Moore's office is on the top floor. Thank you, Constable. Shouldn't we know where he is? Considering that we have visited before. Oh, that sucks. We can't even go up that way. That sucks. I don't know how much longer I can do voices. Oh, we have to just go. Boo! Don't give me options. Rusty, old friend, I see you're still as messy and disorganized as ever. Diego, I love your pomp and circumstance. I haven't changed one bit. The goal is still addressing yourself as commandant, even though you retired from the Guardia Civil 10 years ago. I have to give up voices. I have to give up voices. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anyone that enjoys these terrible accents. Hey, guys in the army can keep their titles after retirement. Why can't we policemen too? A minute, you just do it to impress the ladies. Why does he low-key look like Jeff Goldblum? I'd be lying if I say that wasn't true. On that note, the constable downstairs is a true English rose. Forget about it, Diego. She's engaged and is set to get married next month. So there's still time. You crazy Spanish dog. How are you, old friend? What brings you up here to Nottingham? My customers, the Prestons, are coming down from Manchester to meet me here. Apparently they found an interesting lead they want to talk about. Oh my god. You still taking those poor people's money? Hey, they don't want me to stop looking for their daughter. Can you really blame them? No, but at a certain point you should tell them that the case is too cold to work on. Hey, new leads come up every month. There are a lot of things for me to check out. 90% of those leads are fake and exist just because of media frenzy, inconsiderate louts wanting their share of the fame. You know, the Spanish press really shouldn't have stuck their noses in so much. I agree with you there. I sure made my life hard. Job hard, same thing. But I guess we Spaniards can't help it. We do love a good story. Not that the British press was any better when they got there. It got 10 times worse. And then when the Americans came, we just couldn't do our jobs anymore. It sure was a mess. The one good thing we got out of it was a lifelong friendship, though. Indeed we did. What are you doing tonight? Wanna grab dinner and drinks? Reminisce on those crazy nights in Torrevieja? Is that how you say it? Torrevieja? Torrevieja? Like, I know, like, Spanish J's aren't, like, super ja? Torrevieja? I took French. I took French in high school, not Spanish, so I don't know what I'm saying. I'd love to, but let me see first what the Prestons have for me. Sometimes when they have a lot of leads for me to look at, we spend 6 hours straight talking. Dear God, how much do these people pay you? £30,000 a year. Yeah, that's pounds and not euros, right? Or is that... No, that might be... That's probably euros. I don't know. Bloody highway robbery is what it is. Do you not have a soul, Diego? I have a soul. I also have a child support to pay for. So when the Prestons asked me to jump, I asked them how high. How is Lucia? She's good, on her final year of high school and her 4th boyfriend already. Looks like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Clearly it does not. How are your 2 boys? As usual, I'm trying to save the world in their own crazy ways. Looks like your 2 apples didn't fall from the tree. Don't get me wrong, I'm proud of them. I just wish they'd call home more often. Children are unknown to us. They were never ours to keep. So true. Anyways, I should get going. My meeting with the Prestons is in 15 minutes. I just figured I'd say hi before they spend the evening chewing my ear off. Out. Hey, they paid 30,000 euros for that ear. They better get their values worth. Indeed. I'll call you if I'm free for dinner tonight. Please do. Now go. If you only have 15 minutes, you'll be late. They're just at Walsingham Hotel, right next to the police station. You arranged the meeting at the hotel next to my police station? I'm flattered. Don't fancy yourself so much. It was the Prestons that picked the hotel. Okay. God, it is definitely that slick back hair that just gives him mob boss vibes. You can't tell me when this little son of a bitch showed up on screen, you immediately thought mob boss. Let's go to the Wallerton. I guess this is the Wallerton. A lot of talking, I think, on my behalf. Half an hour later. Oh no! Now we have another person to control. Nope, not checking my email. It's 5:15. Time to go home and watch Master Chef. Is that in Britain? I wish there was more I could do about these burglaries. Now I'll tell my contacts at the pawn shop to keep their eyes peeled for any of the stolen stuff that appears. Digitalizing files. Okay. D.I. Moore? That's me. How can I help you, dearie? Hi, I'm Detective Sergeant Lucy Wilson. I was just transferred here and I wanted to swing by and say hi to everyone else in the CID. It's awfully civil of you. Where'd you transfer here from? I was with the Met in London. Well, Scotland Yard. What are you doing here, then? Honestly, I was just a bit too stressed in the city. Too many cars, not enough nature. Figured I'd head north for a little fresh air. You know, enjoy the countryside, Lowell and stuff. Should have gone to Derbyshire. If you want beautiful country views. One of the most beautiful counties in all of Britain by my books. Nottinghamshire was what was available. Besides, Derbyshire and the Peak District are just a short drive away. Well, welcome to the force. If you want a tour around, you can ask DS Khan. His shift starts now. As for me, my shift's about to end, so I'll be heading out. Of course, thank you for the advice, sir. I look forward to working with you and everyone on the team. Good. See you around. I feel like this would make a lot more sense if I actually played the first game. But I only played the first chapter, and I do kind of remember there being mob bosses. But I don't remember any more details other than that. Rusty, a moment of your time? Hey, Chief, everything okay? There's been a single vehicle traffic collision on Hucknall Road, close to the golf course. I know you're clocking out and all, but would you be a dear and check it out? I was just clocking out. Come on, the wife and I have been really looking forward to the next episode of MasterChef! Yes, that's what you tell your boss. See, my wife and I want to watch television. Make up an excuse. You have kids. Exploit them. I'll have you know that Kristen has frequently complained to me about how you claim you can cook everything better than the contestants. Frankly, I think she might enjoy the show more without you. Ramesh is around, isn't he? Can't you ask him? DS Khan is following the lead in Ilkeston right now, and as you know, DS Fitzpatrick is away on maternity leave. You're all I've got. That's not true. You have DS Wilson here. I'm sure she's more fine to handle it. It's just a single vehicle collision, right? That's the thing. Normally I would, but the paramedic and the constable on scene says that something doesn't look quite right. DS Wilson only just passed her CID exam, so she's still a bit fresh. I was hoping you could take her under your wing for a while. Fine. It's not like I can say no, can I, Chief? No, you cannot. You're the best detective of all in Nottinghamshire, and you can keep talking about how much you want to retire a few years and move to Mallorca. I need you to train as many of those young pups as possible before you leave. I'll take that as a compliment then. Come on, Lucy. Let's take my car. Yes, sir. Bleep! Which one's his? Is it this one? Okay, it's that one, apparently. I don't know why we're switched to a completely different POV, but okay. Lucy, right? Yes, sir. Chief Inspector Richardson said you just passed your CID exam, right? That is correct, sir. So you've never been on a case before? Not as a detective. I did help out a lot of detectives back when I was a PC, but yeah, not as a detective. You passed the CID exam, so I'm sure you're at least versed in the procedures of it all. I'll let you take leave right now, and I'll just step in as I see fit. Sound good? You sure, sir? Yes, practice makes perfect. Besides, I like throwing my subordinates into deep end. Remind them why they joined the force. Very well, sir. Thank you. PC Green? Yes, ma'am. Hello, I'm Detective Sergeant Wilson, and this is Detective Inspector Moore. You the PC that called us in? That's correct, ma'am. Want to take us through the details before we go in? Certainly, ma'am. About 4:07 p.m., we received a call from the Bulwell Forest Golf Club. One of their members had witnessed a single-car collision at the end of their course. I was the nearest PC, so I was routed in to take a look. Upon arrival, I found a Saab 9000 crashed into a tree. Found 2 victims inside the vehicle, both deceased. The driver was decapitated, and I found their head about 20 meters ahead of the vehicle. Called in paramedics straight away in case the victim in the passenger seat may still have been alive. Have the paramedics arrived yet? Not yet, ma'am. Seems there was an incident in Ilkeston town earlier as well, so the hospital is a bit short. Well, you did the right call. You did right in calling us in, son. Something about this collision doesn't feel right, sir. I've seen dozens of these, and not once have I seen a decapitation. Yeah, that's like real sus considering just one. Any idea who the victims are? I sent the plate numbers over to the DVLA, but they haven't gotten back to me yet with the name of the vehicle owners. Seems their computer systems are down today. Well, thank you for your work and detailed report, Constable. We'll take it from here. We gonna get a decapitated pixel head? What is this, Sergeant? A really bizarre looking note. Ever seen anything like it? Okay, this seems important. So I is a triangle. That is a triangle. A is like a weird division, a pi attempt, and is that the Toro signal? Out of context, not really. Might take a photo of it. Might be useful later. Oh my goodness. Never seen a dead body before, Sergeant? Not in such a state, sir. PC Green did warn us. Anyways, compose yourself and tell me what you can observe. Yes, sir. Stated by Constable Green, the victim in the driver's seat has been decapitated. I suspect that a branch or something sharp may have entered the vehicle during the crash, causing said damage. This is probably why PC Green found the head 20 meters ahead of the vehicle. It must have been catapulted forward when the vehicle stopped abruptly. Telling from the clothes and body, the driver victim is clearly male. A look at the skin on his hands and the general body shape, I would put him in his late 40s, early 50s. Given the victim's age and by the fact he seems to be a bit obese, I'd say perhaps he had a heart attack while driving, which led to spasms in his arms. This may have made him veer to the left while driving, causing the impact with the tree at top speed. Not bad. I can see that you're well trained. Though I get the impression that this collision seems somewhat more uncommon in nature than what your theory suggests. What do you mean by uncommon, sir? See how damaged this car door window is, especially compared to the other one? Yes. For what seems to have been a head-on collision, it seems very badly damaged indeed. This road is a single carriageway. The speed limit is 60 miles per hour. It would be kilometers everywhere but the States, but okay. And he was probably going closer to 50 given the time and day and traffic. Really shouldn't be in such bad shape. What do you suppose happened then? Look at the way the window is fractured. All the lines lead to this one central point. That, Sergeant, is an entry hole of a large caliber bullet. You're saying he was shot? Yes. Given the entry point, I'd say it hit him squarely on the neck, causing the spine and neck muscles to tear apart, separating the head from the body. It's the only way this would lead to the head being separated in such a way. Crash at 60 miles an hour simply wouldn't do that, even if a sharp branch were involved, which also is an unlikely thing to so cleanly decapitate a man. Noted, but that means whoever shot him was shooting at a moving vehicle. Hell of a shot. Not just a good shot. An experienced sniper of military-grade rifle. Heck, a shot like that isn't even from someone who just trained with the army. No, whoever took that shot is seen combat. So you're saying that this is definitely an assassination? Oh, yes. Expensive one, too. Whoever this guy is must be quite the important to merit such an expensive killer. I can see why PC Green called us over. You brought nylon gloves with you, right? Yes, I did, sir. Put them on and carefully reach into the victim's pocket. See if you can find a wallet or a phone or anything we can identify him with. Empty. Seems it was all taken. Interesting. God. Ah. There's a gun beneath the seat. Pass it here. Beretta 92, classic choice for a lot of police forces and armies of the world. No gunpowder residue in the barrel, and all the bullets are inside. This was either never used or cleaned frequently. Minimal blood, glass, and debris in the back seats. There must have been something in the back seats that was taken away soon after the crash. Empty, though I suspect something here that was taken. Agreed. No doubt whoever killed these people wanted something in their possession. Number plates on the back of the vehicle are intact. Hopefully PC Green will have results from the DVLA by the time we finish here. No skid marks. It's as if the driver didn't even try to brake the vehicle. Well spotted, Sergeant. Did we get the head? Do we not get the head? You done investigating? I think we need a fuck you. Okay. Oh, victim in the passenger seat is female. Why are we looking at the same spot and then putting this? Also in her late 40s or early 50s, clear lacerations and bruising from the vehicle's impact of a tree and a subsequent spray of glass shards from the windscreen. The car must have been going at top speed as the victim's body is in very bad shape. Check her pockets to see if you can find a phone or any ID. Nothing, sir. Her handbag is empty too. Whoever did this clearly wanted to slow us down. Maybe whoever did this knew these people had money and targeted them on purpose. I doubt it. This is an awfully complicated way to steal a couple $1,000. They'd be better off just burgling these people on a quiet summer day that they're in Ibiza. That is true. If this was truly motivated by financial gain, then why is she still wearing her diamond necklace? Seems the culprit knew what he had to take, then disappeared as fast as possible. We're clearly dealing with a professional. Okay, I think that's everything. The fuck you mean there's more? Okay. Oh. What's this random tall structure in the middle of the woods? See, you really haven't been in the country much, huh? A lookout point's built by the BBA. Looks like the perfect vantage point for a shooter. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm sure we'll find something interesting upstairs. That's a lot of cigarette butts. I suppose a lot of people smoke while watching birds. Pretty sure they see some Belmore Kennel cigarette butts in the mix. The light blue filter paper is unmistakable. Belmore Kennel? Soviet-era cigarettes. Due to resource limitations and rationing during the Cold War, they're way weaker than Western cigarettes. They still make them? Surprisingly, they're still in production. The design and formula hasn't changed. A lot of people got used to smoking them during the Soviet era and never stopped even when other brands became available. They're also popular among Canada smokers due to their mild flavor that mixes well with the marijuana. Back when pursuing weed dealers was a top priority, we'd use its presence as an indicator that habitual marijuana users were nearby. So you think people came up here to smoke weed? No, not the worst place in the world for it. Shell casings. Pass the mirror, Sergeant. Here you go, sir. This looks like a 7.62-54 casing. Probably means it came from a Dagnavov. Unusual choice. Why do you say that, sir? The female victim still had her diamond necklace on, right? Yes, she did. That means the assassin is well paid enough not to be tempted by petty looting like that. Yet he still chooses to use a more general-purpose sniper rifle like the Dagnavov versus something more specialized like an M24. That to me is strange. They knew exactly how they were going to do this execution, yet they didn't choose to use the perfect gun for this situation. From the sound of it, the Dagnavov is Russian made, right, sir? That's right. Goes all the way back to the Soviet era. Perhaps it's easier to obtain the Dagnavov and its respectable ammunition due to the influence of the Russian mafia in the black market. That is undoubtedly true, given that the M24 is produced by NATO member armed forces and can be bought, but it can be bought relatively easily in the U.S. Because let's be honest, it's probably easier to buy any gun in a gun show in the States than like the Russian black market. For an assassin this caliber, it's obvious purchase. No, I think the reason this assassin chose the Dagnavov is because of what they're accustomed to using. That's what I was gonna say. It's like, this guy very much is screaming Soviet, like, spy. But by that definition, probably someone a bit older and who saw action in Chechnya, Yugoslavia. And it also explains the presence of the Belmore Kennel cigarette butts. That was like 20 years ago, wasn't it? It means this assassin's probably in their 50s or 60s. My older brother's a retired Army colonel in his 60s. He can still shoot a pigeon from over 500 feet away. I'm trying to think if that's impressive, because my brain is like, I probably wouldn't be able to aim and shoot something like 20 feet away. So I'm like, I guess for some reason, hearing the phrase 500 feet does not sound impressive, and I don't know why. Don't count us old guys out. It's not the shooting ability, sir. It's the fact that the assassin was able to shoot, then run to the car and take all the goods and disappear so quickly. All without being seen by anyone else. Even for a moderately healthy person in their 30s, that isn't that easy. That is a very good point, Sergeant. I think we must be dealing with a team of people, not just a single assassin. Also, if I may say, sir, you keep singing the praises of this assassin, yet they were careless enough to leave their shells behind? Wouldn't that be behavior of someone that isn't that professional? It's also a very good point, Sergeant. When I believed that it was a lone gunman, I theorized that he simply didn't have time to clean up and had to run to the car as quickly as possible. Perhaps we're dealing with someone that is a good marksman, but not actually that a professional assassin. Did that phrase make sense? That's a fair theory, Sergeant. There we go. Okay. I think that's everything. We'll hear what PC Green has to say, and then we'll end the episode, because I have to give my mouth a breather. You done investigating? The fuck you mean? There's still more! Because we can't go this way. What am I missing? What is, like, the gun, like... Oh. It's a bit strange, isn't it? What is? Lone chair on the top floor of this building? Bird watching takes a long time. It's also not a particularly social hobby, so there shouldn't be any surprise that it's just one chair. Surprised no one has stolen this chair yet. This place is in pretty bad shape. Built back in the 70s when birdwatching was a lot more popular than the BBA had money. I don't really believe that they had the funds to maintain these buildings so well anymore. Should probably bring this up with the National Park authorities. These things will turn into death traps before long. Couldn't agree with you more, Sergeant. Okay. Have we... I feel like we've done everything. You done investigating? I think we have a clear picture of what went down here. Very good, sir. I'll let the paramedics in to get the bodies now. Any news about the plate numbers from the DVLA? Yes, I received the call not 2 minutes ago. I was here less than 2 minutes ago. Ooh! This vehicle was registered in Manchester and belonged to Ian and Ada Preston. Ian and Ada Preston, that sounds familiar. Why do I know those names? Because their 11-year-old daughter famously went missing over a decade ago. I need to call Diego. He's not getting paid. And we're going to end the episode here now that we are back in the States. Hope you guys enjoyed. Apologies for the lack of voices or my terrible attempts at British accents, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.